Imagine a world where genetic diseases are a thing of the past. Is it possible? Our DNA is like an intricate blueprint laying out the specifics of our being. It holds the secrets of our eye color, hair texture, height, and even our susceptibility to various diseases. But what if we could change these blueprints? What if we could edit our genes to eliminate the risk of genetic diseases or to enhance certain abilities? Welcome to the world of genetic editing, a scientific frontier where we tinker with the very fabric of life. It's like editing a document, but instead of words, we're editing genes. We're swapping out faulty sequences with corrected ones, or even enhancing the existing code to bring about desired traits. Now let's take a leap and imagine a world where we could use this technology to create super soldiers. Soldiers who are stronger, faster, and more resilient than any human we've known. It sounds like a plot straight out of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? But with the rapid advancements in genetic editing technologies, this could become a reality. Of course, this isn't without its controversies. The prospect of creating super soldiers raises a plethora of ethical and moral questions. Are we playing God? Should we tamper with the natural order of things? And if we do, where does it stop? When does enhancement become exploitation? But before we delve into these questions, it's crucial to understand the science behind genetic editing and how close we are to making these super soldiers a reality. So if this piques your interest, stay tuned. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content. In the next few minutes, we'll dive into this fascinating and controversial topic. Before we delve into our main topic, let's first understand what genetic editing is. Imagine you're reading an instruction manual for building a complex piece of furniture. Each step is crucial and must be followed to the letter for the final product to function as it should. In the world of biology, DNA is that instruction manual, dictating how cells operate and organisms develop. Now, what if you could change a step in that manual? Alter the instructions to create a different outcome? That's the essence of genetic editing. Genetic editing, or genome editing, is a method that lets scientists change the DNA of many organisms, including plants, animals, and even humans. This might sound like science fiction, but it's very much a reality, thanks to technologies like CRISPR-Cas9. CRISPR-Cas9, often simply referred to as CRISPR, is a tool that's revolutionized genetic editing. Standing for Clustered Regularly Interspaced Short Palindromic Repeats and CRISPR-Associated Protein 9, this mouthful of a term is essentially a pair of molecular scissors. It allows scientists to cut out sections of DNA and replace them with different sequences. Think of it like using a word processor's find and replace function. You can search for a specific word, or in this case, a sequence of DNA, and replace it with something else. This could mean correcting a genetic disorder, enhancing certain traits, or even adding completely new ones. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. While CRISPR is a powerful tool, it's not perfect. There's always the risk of off-target effects, where other parts of the genome are unintentionally edited. Plus, once a change is made, it's permanent and will be passed on to future generations. The potential of genetic editing is immense, from curing genetic diseases to improving crop yields, and much more. We are essentially holding the power to rewrite the code of life, to shape and direct the course of evolution. With this power to alter the very building blocks of life, what could we possibly create? Now that we understand genetic editing, let's explore the idea of super soldiers. Picture a human being with strength, speed, and stamina far beyond the norm. Imagine a soldier who can run faster, lift heavier, endure longer. A warrior with a body that can recover from injuries at an accelerated rate, resist diseases that would incapacitate an ordinary person, and adapt to extreme environments. This is the concept of the super soldier, a product of genetic enhancement. If you haven't seen my video on Randy Kramer, you should. He claims to have fought intergalactic beings for 20 years as part of a secret program that is ongoing today. Apparently, we are much further ahead than we have been led to believe. I'll link the video on Randy at the end. These genetic enhancements could come in many forms. Some might boost physical performance, giving soldiers the ability to carry heavy loads over long distances. Others could enhance cognitive abilities, enabling quicker decision-making or heightened focus. Still others might endow the body with an enhanced immune system, capable of fending off biological threats that would fell an unmodified human. The military implications of these enhancements are clear. A force of super soldiers could accomplish feats beyond the capabilities of any current military. They could operate in environments too hostile for ordinary humans, or carry out missions of a duration and intensity that would be impossible for unenhanced soldiers. However, the prospect of genetically enhanced super soldiers also raises many ethical questions. While the potential benefits are enormous, so too are the potential dangers. The power of genetic editing could be abused, leading to the creation of soldiers who are more weapons than people. There are also questions about consent. Should soldiers be allowed or even forced to undergo genetic modifications? And what happens to these enhanced individuals once their military service ends? The potential is astounding, but what are the ethical implications? As we delve deeper into the world of genetic editing, these are the questions we must grapple with. The answers will shape not only the future of warfare, but the future of humanity itself. The super soldier concept takes us into uncharted territory, where science and ethics intersect in profound and challenging ways. The concept of super soldiers might sound like science fiction, but how far are we really from making it a reality? As we delve deeper into the world of genetic editing, it's becoming increasingly clear that we're not as far off as we might think or as we are being told. Let's take a look at the current research and advancements in this field. In the past few years, we've seen remarkable progress in genetic editing technologies. One of the most notable is CRISPR, short for Clustered Regularly Interspaced Short Palindromic Repeats, a technology that allows scientists to edit genes with unprecedented precision. This is akin to having a molecular scalpel for cutting and pasting genetic code. But this isn't just theoretical science. There are real-life applications of genetic editing in action. For instance, gene therapies are now being used to treat certain diseases. Take the case of Leber's congenital amaurosis, a severe form of inherited blindness. Doctors have successfully used gene therapy to improve vision in patients with this condition. Isn't that incredible? Beyond medicine, the potential applications of genetic editing are vast. We're talking about not just tweaking human abilities, but possibly creating whole new ones. However, as thrilling as these developments are, we mustn't get carried away. The road to creating super soldiers is fraught with challenges and uncertainties. For one, we still don't fully understand the human genome. And while CRISPR is a powerful tool, it's not foolproof. There have been instances where the technology has led to unintended consequences, such as off-target mutations. Further, it's not just about the technical challenges. There's also the question of whether we should even be doing this. It's one thing to use genetic editing to cure diseases, but it's quite another to use it to enhance human abilities beyond their natural limits. The ethical implications are profound and complex. The science is advancing rapidly, but there are still many hurdles to overcome. As we stand on the brink of this new era, it's important to consider the ethical implications. The prospect of genetic editing, especially in the context of creating super soldiers, is riddled with ethical quandaries. We're not just talking about a new piece of technology here. We're talking about tampering with the very fabric of life itself, with ramifications that could echo through generations. Let's take a moment to consider the concept of fairness. If we create super soldiers, we're effectively creating a class of humans that is superior in physical terms to the rest. How would that skew the balance of power in the world? Would we be creating a new arms race, not between nations, but between genetic lines? And then there's the question of consent. Can a soldier, or anyone for that matter, truly understand and consent to the potential risks and consequences of such a profound alteration to their genetic code? How do we ensure that these powerful tools aren't used to exploit or oppress? Perhaps the most chilling question is this: if we start down this path, where do we draw the line? Today, it's super soldiers. Tomorrow, could it be super intellectuals or super artists? Could we find ourselves in a world where the natural human condition is seen as something to be improved upon or even eradicated? These are not questions with easy answers. They require careful thought, robust debate, and a steadfast commitment to our shared ethical principles. As we stand on the precipice of this brave new world, we must not be seduced by the siren song of unchecked progress. We must ensure that our pursuit of knowledge and power is tempered by our respect for human dignity and the sanctity of life. As we continue to push the boundaries of science, it's crucial to have these conversations and consider all the implications. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Until next time, keep exploring the world and its endless possibilities.